we are in Luxor Temple in Luxor in Egypt. And so I was just looking at this book which shows what this temple actually used to look like right when it was built. So the hall that we are in is...
Oh, your friends are back.
The what?
Your friends are back. Hi friends! Sadiki!
So this is what it used to look like. It was all colorful. So here is, this temple is mostly known for the Opet festival, which is where they would bring the statue of the god Amun-Ra here to Luxor Temple, where he would meet his wife, which they believed was here. And so they believed they would stay here for 21 days or so and have sort of like a yearly like honeymoon type thing. And then after they would bring Amun-Ra back to Karnak Temple through Avenue of the Sphinxes. So this was like their yearly festival, sort of like compared to, you know, Christmas or another holiday nowadays. And yeah, so it's great to be here. So the area that I'm standing in now originally was obviously a place to worship the ancient Egyptian gods. However, later it was converted into a church. So as you can see behind me are some of the paintings of the main altar. So here they used to worship. So actually Luxor Temple, it was for the Egyptian gods. Later it was used by the Greeks and the Romans, then the Christians, and now there actually is a mosque here as well. So there's so many different religions here over the centuries coming in and out. So it's great to see the overlapping, I guess at time, the overlapping of religions on the same walls in the same temple. Over here is some of the best preserved parts of the old church. So it's a painting, I think, of some of the apostles, I'm not quite sure. But you can see it's definitely more modern. It looks like an Italian or a European, you know, church that we see often. So I just love seeing all the different religions here mixing and stuff over the centuries. We are back at the main entrance, the first courtyard. We were just looking at this mosque that they built on top of the temple. So actually, this mosque was built on top of a Coptic Christian church that used to be here before the mosque sort of was built. I'm not quite sure the name, but in here is buried one of the local Egyptian like heroes. They consider him sort of like an equivalent of a saint in their religion. So this is sort of a very important place for local Egyptians to come. And it's just great, it's fun to see the different religions, again, sort of mixing in the same area. This is the Avenue of the Sphinxes. So this street here in ancient times would connect Luxor Temple with Karnak Temple. So this was mainly used for the Opet festival that we talked about earlier. So they would bring the god Amun-Ra, the statue of the god, which they thought the god was sort of living in at that time, and they would bring him around the city to visit different temples, and he'd finish his sort of tour here in Luxor Temple. So he, they say, would spend like a honeymoon period for 21 days with his wife, another goddess Mut, who lived here at Luxor Temple. And then after that time, they would take him back, take Amun-Ra back on a statue, on this sort of makeshift boat that they would carry, the high priests would carry. And they would start here at the entrance of Luxor Temple, and then they would carry him right where we're standing in a big procession and festival with like festivities and music and everything, down this road and all the way straight to Karnak Temple. So there are tons of these still underground under the city of Luxor, and right now they're actually digging for more and more of the sphinxes and sort of creating a road. So soon tourists will be able to walk from Luxor to Karnak along the ancient pathway. So we're excited about that. But yeah, this is one of the most important roads here in the ancient city of Thebes, connecting Luxor and Karnak.